Hi, Vieira with stockmarketlive.tv. Yesterday I made a very important announcement with regards to one of the companies discussed here basically since IPO. I'm referring to Mobileye with a strong buy rating, selling shares, downgrading to strong sell. And I'm going to refer here to instructions how to invest in Mobileye going forward. So please stay with me until the end, and we are going to start referring to the existing chart, which is very important since it is the chart that represents the investment process in the past 1 year in Mobileye, this company. And so I'm going here to position myself in order for you to understand how to or to visualize what I'm going to refer to. I'm going here to explain a bit of the chart. Well, this token I'm going to make here also use of the zoom. This stock was downgraded in 2015 to strong sell when Wall Street analysts they were upgrading, raising targets to $75, and you have here the downgrade to strong sell at $63. Okay, so this was coincident with Wall Street upgrading, raising targets in Mobileye to $75. I, at that time, referred to, for example, the case of Jim Cramer, recommended to invest precisely at the top in Mobileye. Thereafter, downgrading shares of Mobileye to strong sell, they crashed, and when they crashed all the way down to $26, I recommend them to cover short positions after the crash. I upgraded the stock to strong buy, and we published an article on the blog of the company with regards to this matter. And the article, if you remember, the title was referring to these Wall Street upgrades as a great scam, because in fact they were not upgrading anything, they were dumping on the poor American retail investor. By upgrading shares as strong buy after the crash, I told you at that time that we didn't have any risk whatsoever. And this was in fact coincident with some Wall Street downgrades. And I'm referring to, for example, the case in England, RBC. Therefore, when they called a crash, at the bottom we upgraded to strong buy, and we did very well. Thereafter, in April 2016, I referred to Mobileye as opportunity again to sell short the stock at $40.40, and therefore to sell shares, all right, at that time. And then they pulled back. But what we did thereafter was to tell you that we didn't visualize shares to go down, at least down to the price that they were trading in February 2016. And so what we did was to reverse again to the long side, and it was very important because by reversing again to long side at a price of $35.60, we reiterated the strong buy rating, and instead of maintaining a short position, we raised the target to $50 to $51. Okay, so what I did yesterday, it was to downgrade the shares to sell, to strong sell, since they achieved our price target. But also the reason to downgrade to strong sell or to dump shares of Mobileye is not directly related to the fact that they reached our target. It's also related to the fact, once again, that this past week you saw a very large number of upgrades by Wall Street analysts. And therefore the situation is precisely similar to the case in 2015. And therefore I do recommend, or I recommended in fact yesterday, to close, as you have here, the position in Mobileye, $50, okay? So the shares they traded, as you know, to $51, and you have here also the triple long position, 41 on the breakout, as well as the upgrade to strong buy at $35.60, okay? So currently what we have here in Mobileye, just to be clear, I'm going to leave this here, is personally I sold short the stock. So after recommending you to close the long position, I'm short the stock. The fact that I'm short the stock, it does not imply that you have to sell short the stock, okay? Also the fact that I sold shares of Mobileye does not imply that you have to sell shares of Mobileye. I'm just referring to my opinion, my personal opinion with regards to how to invest in Mobileye, and I've been discussing this for a long period of time. So one of the key success factors investing in this company, but not only in Mobileye, as you are aware, many in fact, is to have a contrarian opinion since the game is very well known and I know also very well what they are been preparing for, okay? So our plan, or my personal plan, is going forward to remain short the stock. Again, you don't have to do it if you don't want. Also, if you want to remain long the stock on Wall Street upgrades to see whether shares can go to 53 or to $56 or higher, it is up to you. That is entirely your decision. Again, I'm referring to my personal opinion, okay? Having said this, I don't have any further comments. I wish you the best going forward. Also, I'm not going here to refer to any particular price target or what I'm looking for within the next months. I do think that at this price it is not worth to remain long the stock. And if you want to remain long the stock, at least I believe that is a good idea to move your trailing stops to the upside in order just to avoid an unpleasant surprise. Nevertheless, it is up to you. You have very large profits by following my personal guidance in the past almost basically 2 years. And so, again, you can wait to see what will be the reaction going forward. It is entirely your decision, okay? Also, just to finalize, one of your questions might be whether I'm going to use a stop loss or a trailing stop or so. Or what to do in case of shares to move to new highs, since there is momentum in the markets. And the answer, in my personal case, I'm not going to use any stop for the reasons explained in the basic training course and related to the fact that we have a very large accumulated level of profits for a long period of time, and I don't see any personal reason to use stop loss. So if shares they continue moving to 53 or to $56, I intend to remain short the stock and to add to the existing short position, since in my personal opinion shares are going down. And since in my opinion shares are going down, by seeing shares moving higher, I will be extraordinarily pleased for that eventual or potential fact, which is not a fact, is a potential scenario at this point. And so I finalize again by saying that you do whatever you want. This is my personal opinion and only personal opinion based on a vision that I do believe, and the reason why I told you to sell shares, downgrading, too strong sell this company, while in 2015 we refer to the same situation. Although today I cannot say that Mobileye is a strong sell as it was in 2015. That is to say that last year I considered really that Mobileye was going down, and this time I also consider that it's going down, but not necessarily to new lows compared to the lows that you saw this year in 2015 in February. All right, so good luck investing in Mobileye, and with this I terminate, since I think that I'm being very explicit with regards to this matter. If you have questions, which I believe that you will not have, since I been very clear, you can contact the team opening a support ticket or continue attending live streaming sessions where we will continue discussing the Mobileye with follow-up comments. All right, thank you very much and good luck investing in Mobileye going forward.